Hamilton, furious, at Mercedes, after shocking radio conversation got leaked. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video. And if you want more Mercedes news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Lewis Hamilton had radio conversation leaked of his frustration. Lewis Hamilton urged his Mercedes team to retire his car as he endured a difficult Qatar Grand Prix. Hamilton started the race from 6th place, but a poor start from the 7-time world champion saw him slip back to 9th as he jumped the start lights and was issued a 5-second time penalty. He failed to make progress from the position and suffered a puncture after the halfway mark when he ran over debris on the start-finish straight. Under a safety car that followed shortly after, Hamilton sped in the pit lane and was handed a drive-through penalty. As he came in to carry out the punishment, Hamilton voiced his desire to retire from the race early in conversation with his race engineer, Peter Bonington. Bonington said, "We'll serve the penalty in this lap." Hamilton replied, "Park the car, mate. Retire the car." Bonington said negative. Hamilton then replied, "I'm switching off when I get there, mate." Bonington said, "If you want a 5-second penalty in the next race, then it's fine. We only have to do one more lap, but we will drive through the pit lane." The race was Hamilton's second to last with the Mercedes team ahead of his switch to Ferrari next year. The 39-year-old will contest his final race for the Brackley-based squad this weekend in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi will be Lewis Hamilton's final race with Mercedes, as he leaves the Silver Arrows after 12 years to join Ferrari. Speaking post-race in Qatar to GP Blog and others, Toto Wolff admitted the occasion will be emotional, but is hoping the team can recover from a difficult weekend in Qatar. Wolff admitted that whilst he knows Abu Dhabi will be an emotional weekend for the team as Hamilton departs, that isn't his focus going into the weekend. It will be emotional. In a way, it just doesn't touch us yet so much because we are right in the middle of everything. We're fighting, we're trying to do our best every session, every day, but the closer it gets, the more emotional it would be. And then particularly then Sunday, the last laps, the last race. Hamilton will be replaced at the Brackley outfit by 18-year-old Andrea Kimi Antonelli in 2025. The British driver won 6 world titles with the team, as well as breaking many more records such as most pole positions, most podiums, and most race wins. "We have this amazing partnership that has gone over 12 years, Wolff continued. We've won 8 constructor championships and 6 drivers' championships with him. And I don't know how many races he won. Nura? I don't know, 80 something. Real number 84. So that's the overarching feeling. When I speak to Lewis, that's something which we are holding dearly. Now, these last races, maybe even the whole season and the last 2, is clearly not what we expect. That car is a handful to drive on its worst days. The moment the grip kicks in, it just doesn't turn. And both drivers had an equal situation. So we have one more to go. We will continue to give it our utmost. We will celebrate the partnership and the relationship that we had. Then those few races will be forgotten quickly. As much as it hurts at the moment, Wolff concluded. Tuesday morning saw Mercedes post a tribute to Hamilton's time with the Silver Arrows, including photos of him with former non-executive chairman of Mercedes Niki Lauda, Valtteri Bottas, and Wolff. The second story is Toto Wolff holds Lewis Hamilton talks as Mercedes F. One chief enforces rule. Mercedes F. One chief Toto Wolff has addressed his recent shelf-life comment regarding Lewis Hamilton, revealing that he and the 7-time Formula One champion held clear-the-air discussions. The remark made in the book Inside Mercedes F1 by Matt Wyman stirred backlash from Hamilton's fans, prompting Wolff to provide further context. In the book, Wolff was quoted saying, "We are in a sport where cognitive sharpness is extremely important, and I believe everyone has a shelf life." This statement, interpreted by some as a dig at Hamilton's age and decision to join Ferrari, sparked widespread debate. However, Wolff has reiterated that his words were taken out of context. While acknowledging the inevitability of decline in any career, he emphasized his respect for Hamilton, describing him as the greatest driver of all time and reaffirming his belief in Hamilton's ability to compete for championships if provided with a competitive car. Wolff confirmed that he and Hamilton discussed the matter directly, following their long-standing practice of addressing concerns immediately. "Lewis and I speak, we always have, and a sentence that correlates or a sentence that then happens is being made public on the weekend, particularly where he has not been satisfied about his driving and about the car. Then 1 + 1 makes it look bad," Wolff explained. He continued, "One rule we established very early in our relationship is that we talk immediately and say, 'Why did you say that?' Or, 'What did you mean?' That is what we have done." Wolff expressed regret that a single sentence from the book had overshadowed his broader sentiments, which included extensive praise for Hamilton's talent and dedication. While doubling down on his shelf-life comment, Wolff clarified that it was a general observation about the nature of high-performance professions, including his own. "What I said is that everybody has a shelf life, and you do not want to become from great to good," he remarked. "That does not exclude the drivers, and it is still something that I stand by. I am asking myself this question all the time, and so I do it for the organization and for everybody around." Wolff acknowledged that Hamilton's move to Ferrari marked the end of an era for Mercedes, but maintained that his statement was not intended to diminish Hamilton's abilities or legacy. Instead, it reflected the reality of aging in a demanding sport where cognitive sharpness and reflexes are paramount. Hamilton, who will be 40 when he races for Ferrari, faces the challenge of competing against his former team with whom he achieved unparalleled success. Wolff, however, expressed peace with Hamilton's decision and optimism for Mercedes' future. "We embark on a new future," Wolff said, referring to Mercedes' young driver lineup for the coming season. "We have an 18-year-old and a 27-year-old that are going to be our drivers, and that is super exciting. At the same time, personally, we wish Lewis all the best and happiness, and maybe a car that is not so fast." Despite their professional parting, Wolff remains supportive of Hamilton, recognizing the pivotal role the driver has played in Mercedes' dominance over the last decade. Hamilton's departure signals a significant transition for both parties, but Wolff appears confident in the team's ability to adapt and thrive with their new lineup. The third story is Mick Schumacher in shock Mercedes exit as F1 reserve replacement lined up. Mick Schumacher has officially ended his tenure as a reserve driver for the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team, marking a significant shift in his career. The 25-year-old son of seven-time F1 world champion Michael Schumacher held the reserve position for 2 seasons after being offered the role by Mercedes boss Toto Wolff following his departure from the Haas F1 team. On Thursday, Mercedes confirmed Schumacher's decision to step away from the role at the conclusion of the 2024 season. His exit comes as he prepares to focus fully on racing, continuing his competitive journey with Alpine in the World Endurance Championship WEC next year. Schumacher expressed gratitude to Mercedes for the opportunities and experiences gained during his time with the team, but emphasized his desire to return to the cockpit full-time. "I am grateful to Toto and the entire Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team for the insight I have gained over these 2 years," he said. "They have undoubtedly made me a more experienced racing driver because I have got to know the engineering side better. But watching these cars race and not sitting in the cockpit myself is tough." For Schumacher, the decision represents a return to his core passion, racing. "I want to get back to focusing 100% on racing. I want to be fully committed to the sporting side of motorsport. Ultimately, it is racing that you want to do as a driver. It is racing that gives you that feeling you love," he added. Toto Wolff, Mercedes team principal, paid tribute to Schumacher's contributions over the past 2 seasons. Wolff highlighted the young driver's commitment and adaptability, both on and off the track. Mick's hard work, diligence, and determination in his role as reserve driver have been vital for the team over the past 2 years. said Wolff. From his work in the simulator, testing of various cars, and being part of the trackside team, we could not have asked for any more from him. Wolff also lauded Schumacher's natural talent as a driver. From day one, he fitted into the team with ease and has become an incredibly well-liked colleague for everyone at Brackley and Brixworth. However, Mick is first and foremost a racing driver. We have seen from both his time in F1 and this year with his performances in the World Endurance Championship that he is a racer of an incredibly high caliber and one that deserves to be competing in the very best championships. As Schumacher moves forward, Wolff extended his gratitude and best wishes. As he moves on to his next challenge, I would like to thank Mick personally for his contribution to our team. And we all wish him the very best